have a spare burro that's following us.
Yeah.
I think it just adopted us.
Well, we're racing now. Come on. Come on.
We are not really for sure which one is Clay Henry the mayor. Hold on, there's more. Sorry.
There's more?
I told you.
Oh, we haven't gotten to the castration part yet.
No. And we're also going to attend what they call the Pea Fest off the patio. Yeah, think about that for a second. We're Rich and Chris. We hit the road in April of 2020, traveling on motorcycles. There's so many ways to get out and explore. But remember, it's not what you ride, but that it's your ride. So make it an adventure. Cheers, time for coffee.
Okay, so what we have is we have a faulty engine. It says, fault in engine control, onward journey possible, ride carefully to a specialist. So what I'm gonna try to do, we talked to a couple guys around here, and we're just gonna try to reset the computer. Doing that, we're just gonna disconnect the battery. I'm gonna disconnect the positive terminal off the battery, let it sit for a minute or two, and then reconnect it and see if it resets the computer. We'll just give that a try. If not, then if that doesn't work, then when we get through El Paso or Tucson, one of the two will find a BMW dealer and get it, because she's still under warranty here. Or he, like Gus, is still under warranty. After you threw her on the ground a couple times,
Yeah.
maybe that's what she got a little, he got upset with you for throwing him on the ground.
Yeah.
When I dropped my bike the other day, I got a warning, and then it went right away. It went away as soon as we restarted it, you know. Blew a bunch of smoke out and all kinds of stuff, so.
That's normal? Wow.
But it's all good now. All right, let me reset this and see what it does. Handy tool. Remember, this goes up and out. So I think I can take just this off, because this is the positive terminal that goes to the battery, but I want to pull the whole battery out and just make sure I don't have any other computer that's connected to the back. So screw, the one screw.
Did you find it?
Yeah, right here. Went away. Oh, no, there it is. Still there. We got to find something in El Paso or Tucson.
So you remember how we decided very wisely to take the panniers off our bikes before we went down the river road. Very good idea. Thank you, Troy, Robert, and Jay, everyone who encouraged us to do that. The ride today is all pavement, and it's over to Bunkhouse, where we're going to cross the Rio Grande and go into Mexico. So we're gonna put the panniers back on and hit the road. We'll see you there.
Hola!
Hola! Are you ready to go to Mexico?
Always ready to go to Mexico.
All right, we're making a quick stop here for gas and gonna head on into the park. There are gas stations in the park, so you don't have to worry about where am I gonna get fuel. You won't run out. There's lots of places to get gas around here. Rich and I were just chuckling. It does seem that the speed limit through the Big Bend National Park is posted at 45 miles an hour. If you are tempted to go much beyond that or much faster than that, which I know a lot of motorcyclists love to do that, the park rangers, I don't know how many of them are out here. There's like 100, and
We have seen a lot.
We've seen a lot. They carry radar with them. They have no hesitation to pull you over. And what we have been told is that it's a federal ticket, which carries no points, but it does carry a very hefty fine. jog onto an awesome dirt road. I say awesome compared to what we've been on. This is a piece of cake.
Because we could sit down and relax
Yeah.
on this road.
Yeah.
What are we doing?
All right, we're getting ready to go into the port of entry. And here's what little we know. You need to have your passports.
Yeah, I was gonna say, bring your passport.
Yes. Don't carry any weapons with you. That would probably be a bad thing.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's supposed to be a piece of cake. I don't think we can film going through, so we'll see on the other side and it kind of explain the process. Okay, we made it through the port of entry. Here's what we learned so far is they just ask you if you have your passport. You don't have to show it. They just want to make sure coming back that you can and will show it. There is no filming inside the port of entry. Once we get down here, we can take a rowboat over or wade. Rowboats are $5 a person. Then once we get across, we can take a burro, a horse, or it's a quarter-mile walk into town.
You can bring back souvenirs,
Okay.
but no natural, no sticks, no natural.
Okay, what about
things.
alcohol? Just drink it all there?
Can't bring any alcohol back.
Okay, so just
Oh,
drink.
no alcohol back through the port?
Right, 'cause they can't tax it.
Oh, okay. There's
so,
no
so
taxing.
drink all your alcohol in town. Don't try to bring it back into the United States. Oh, it's beautiful. You enter Mexico halfway across the Rio Grande. So hold on to that, and I'll get back to welcome to I'll keep saying, we'll get back to that. Welcome to New Mexico. We'll get back to that. Welcome to Mexico in just a minute.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. All right.
So Adrian here, our lovely rowboater, was just telling us he probably does this hundreds of times every day.
So you want to start pulling back.
Start pulling back?
We have a spare burro that's following us.
Yeah.
It
He's
just,
spare.
I think it just adopted us and decided to come along for the ride. It's probably happy not to have anybody on its back. Here's the funny thing. I keep looking sideways for my mirrors so I can check behind me. That's what's throwing me off.
We're racing now. Come on. Come on. I'm ready.
All right, we've hit the sand section. See what happens.
Yeah, you gotta. When in doubt, power out.
We're looking for a restaurant to eat lunch. We picked up a guide at the river, which is absolutely awesome because we're just kind of following him, which works out really well for us. Also, they have been closed for like 22 months.
22 months, right, Gabriel?
Trying to help the local economy as much as we can.
Exactly. Exactly.
According to our guide, we're gonna go eat at the best restaurant that
Has
they
the
have.
best view of the river.
Yes, yep, and I'm hungry. All right, so we ordered some chips and salsa. Check out this salsa. It looks really yummy.
Yeah, look at that salsa.
Look at that.
Here. That looks good. Chili, carrots.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think I've ever had salsa like that before.
No. All right, so we are eating lunch at what's called the original Jose Falcon's restaurant. It was founded in 1973 by Jose Falcon. He was in a serious automobile accident that put him in a wheelchair for the rest of his life. However, he still had enough gumption and determination to establish a restaurant here. We were curious as to how they got gas here because this is a very remote village. Closest gas station is 168 miles,
160 miles.
one way. So they'll take their pickups, throw in barrels in the back of the pickups.
And fill them up.
And fill 'em
then
up.
make them make their way back here.
Yeah.
We're drinking Sotol, northern Mexico's version of mezcal. I would drink more tequila if I liked it.
No, si le quedan, es que no le quedan.
These two.
All right, so we wandered around town, checked everything out, had some lunch, had some drinks. We're gonna go and check out some more petroglyphs around the hot springs area. It's supposed to be a very short, quick hike to go back and see some, so that'll be our next stop. We'll see you there. Back on the road again. That was fun.
Fun little visit to Mexico. Got to ride a burro.
I know.
That was awesome.
I know. Boy, it's busy now. We got
It's-
here. There was like
man,
nobody
we got
here.
there- we got there just in time, didn't
Yeah.
we?
Looks like a cute store.
Livingston House, post office and store, which is that one.
So homesteader J.O. Lanford built this in 1909. How cool.
Long before the establishment of Big Bend.
Look at those cars. What is that? That is a
It's
giant.
a flathead catfish.
Wow.
So $1.09. $6 a week.
Oh,
what it was.
seriously? That's
Yeah,
so you could stay
that's
there?
what it says. Rooms from the 20s to the 40s were $1 a day or $6 a week.
All right, so we see a little wild Mustang over there. So we found the hot springs. They're over there. We're not going to walk over there and shove the camera in everybody's face, nor did we come prepared to go soaking in them because we're riding motorcycles. But you can come here. And
we heard it's not a hippie hole though.
No, keep your clothes on. It's a it's a quarter of a mile walk to the hot springs. And
Half-mile round trip, it says.
yeah, piece of cake. So if you want to,
There's a whole loop. It's 1.1 miles that
Yeah.
goes across.
yep. So come on and
And
soak
there-
your bones.
There are some petroglyphs and some pictographs.
I have to laugh because we are on to go check out some rather unusual places. The first stop we're going to go is to Lajitas, Texas, and we're going to check out a mayor who also happens to be a goat. The mayor of Lajitas, Texas is a goat. I mean, like a real live goat. Not like, you know, you're not crazy about your mayor and you just call him a old goat. No, it's a it's a real goat. So we're gonna go check out that story. And he drinks beer. He's a beer guzzling, real live goat of Lajitas, Texas. You can't make some of this stuff up sometimes. You know, we've been driving by these cows for quite a while, and we finally took the opportunity to stop and check them out. And guess what? The one with the biggest horns is way over there. Usually they're like really close.
Laying down,
Yeah.
laying down, chewing his cud.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's his whole mission in life.
So, there he
All
is. There's two of them in there. How do you know which one's the real mayor?
I would imagine the older one is the bear.
I don't see any beer bottles, so I don't think he's drinking anymore. Have you been cut off?
Have you been out drinking anymore?
You're cute. I'm sorry we didn't even bring any treats for you. I don't know if I could tell this story without cracking up. I think there's 4 generations, and I do believe this is Clay Henry IV. And it all started back in the 1980s, and from what I understand, a little alcohol was involved. So,
No.
yeah, yeah. So
Was it one of those hold my beer, watch this?
yeah. So get this, there was a businessman from Houston who said, I want to run for mayor here in Lajitas, Texas, which is way away from Houston. One of the locals said, well, that's just ridiculous. I don't want some old goat from Houston being the mayor of Lajitas. If he can do that, then my beer drinking goat could be mayor. So in 1986, the citizens of Lajitas, Texas elected Clay Henry Sr. as the mayor of Lajitas. And this is his descendant. The original Clay Henry was kind of a ladies' man. And then they combined that with a lot of beer. And unfortunately, the son killed Senior over a female. And supposedly from then on, then the son was a drinking man because he needed to forget killing Dad. He got a little depressed, I guess. Hold on, there's more. I'm sorry.
There's more?
I told you.
Oh, we haven't gotten to the castration part yet.
No. From time to time, there is competition when the mayor comes up for re-election. So far, you've had, I think it was Tara Angela has run against the mayor. Clay Henry won. And then there was Chewy the Chihuahua that also kind of competed, but hands out, this guy
Clay
gets
Henry
it.
got it down.
And he is probably the only politician that everybody really kind of loves.
Yeah.
So here's my last.
I'm going to agree with that now.
Here's my last story. This happened in August of 2002. This happened to Clay Henry III. Supposedly was a Sunday, and Clay Henry III was drinking beer. One of the locals got a little offended by that because it was a Sunday, and he ended up castrating Clay Henry III. Monday morning rolled around and they found Clay Henry on his side with his testicles lying next to him.
Ouch.
Yeah. So some ranchers jumped in, searched him up. He was back to guzzling beer in no time at all. And the local was prosecuted for animal cruelty charges. The last thing I want to say is I'll bet you that's no story any politician could probably tell. I don't know why I get tickled pink on this story, but it's pretty darn cute that they have a goat for a mayor, and it seems to be working really well for the town of Lajitas, Texas. Bye, Mr. Mayor, or Mayoress, or nice meeting you. I don't remember all these trailers out here before.
No, neither have I.
Oh, how cute. All right, I think it's over one of my shoulders. Let's go check out the cemetery. That looks like a really cool place to go check out. The Terlingua Cemetery was established in around 1902. It is still in use today. So if you come here, friends and family still come to pay their respects to their deceased ones. So just kind of be quiet and wander around and don't disturb the graves. Also, these cemeteries, or actually these graves, they go from the very simplistic and simple all the way to the really ornate and elaborate. Actually, there are several that are ornate and elaborate and rather huge. Anyway, today we're going to go to someplace really interesting. We are going to go into the ghost town of Terlingua and go wander around over there, and we're also going to attend what they call the Pea Fest off the patio. Yeah, think about that for a second. That's exactly where my mind went. Exactly what you're thinking. I know, a Pea Fest off a patio. No, it's not that. We are going to, the Pea Fest is actually where they cook black-eyed peas and have a pea cook-off, and they call it a Pea Fest. Okay, we're back in the ghost town. We are going to go check out what this Pea Fest is all about. All right, we are in Terlingua, Texas's most visited ghost town. The name Terlingua actually came from two Spanish words, tres for three, and linguas for tongue, so it means three tongues. So this was a real live mining town. This wasn't a movie prop, this wasn't a tourist trap. It was a real life mining town where the miners came, they lived hard, they played hard. Unfortunately, the mining industry for mercury went bust, and they had to leave, and it literally became a ghost town until tourism started to bring it back. So let's talk about mercury for a second. There is an ore here called cinnabar, and it's where you get your red mercury sulfide from. And the Indians knew about it for a long, long time. They actually used to make their war paint from it, and also their pictographs. When mercury was discovered here in the late 1800s, at that time it was mined to be used in detonators and also for the gold mining extraction. So all in all, they mined about over $12 million in mercury from the Terlingua area.
This land was made for you and me. This land is your land. This land is my land. From California.
The time has come We're getting ready to head out and leave the Big Bend area behind. Wow, it has been an absolute, we've had so much fun. We could have stayed here so much longer. I keep saying the word so because it's just big and huge and enormous, and we didn't see nearly half of what we wanted to see. So yes, we are gonna have to come back. But for now, it's time to hit the road and see what else we can check out. We're actually really not 100% sure where we're headed, so we will let you know. Definitely still south, because it's still cold. Ta-da! Let's go.
It's all you guys. Yeah. Okay.
I did it.
We're just laying in the dirt here in the desert, in the New Mexico desert.
Yep.
Slippery, so do be careful. I will go in first to kind of demonstrate where we want to end up, because if you do go the wrong way, it's straight down.
Telling us about another spot that's real slippery, and be careful.